The following is a Goulash Media production. goulashmedia.net.
Welcome to the system is down.
Well. What is up, Downers? Welcome back. Welcome back to the least comfortable show on the web. It is, of course, the system is down. You knew that. You knew what you were getting into. You knew what you were here for. Unless this is your first time. If this is your first time, how's it going? This is the place where we talk about all the uncomfortable topics, things like conspiracies, politics, and religion, the things that make people uncomfortable and make people go, ugh. Things that your family prays you don't bring up around the Thanksgiving dinner table. Like, there's people call certain conversations water cooler talk because it's, talking about the latest episode of Game of Thrones around the water cooler at work. This is kind of like the complete opposite of that. The opposite of water cooler talk. I don't know what that would be, but if I worked in an office, it would be my water cooler talk, and everybody would hate me for it. That's what we do here. We talk about all the weird stuff. And today is certainly no exception because today is quite an interesting conversation. So if you're new here, go find the person who invited you, give him a big #MeToo, kiss on the mouth, and a slap on the rear from you and from me because you're going to enjoy being here. I'm going to enjoy having you here. I know that you're going to enjoy it because we are talking today with Sabrina Sabrok. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. So this is kind of an interesting one. We have a forum. If you're not a member of it, go join it. Go to Facebook, just type in The System Is Down forum. But somebody posted in that forum about a month ago this article about a person who is a former adult actress, porn star, porn actress, whatever, who is claiming that she is a, what are all the things, witch and a cult leader and had alien blood. And the article, of course, was very smeary, making her sound like a crazy person. I mean, in fairness, that's pretty much the gist of her claims, but it was just in such a negative way. And for me, like, if somebody is making those claims, I want to talk to you. I mean, maybe you're crazy, maybe you're not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But why the negative vibes, peeps? Like, I want to talk. Like, I want to know what is the story of your life. Where did you start, and what were all the variables that went into your life that brought you to the point where you can say, I am a, I think, former porn star, witch cult leader, and I believe that I have alien blood. I want to know. So somebody posted that in the forum and was like, this might be an interesting conversation to have on the show. And you know me, I said, I agree. I agree. That would be an interesting one to have on the show. And so I reached out to her, and she was kind enough to come on. And we had a great conversation, dug a little bit into her beliefs and everything. Now, she doesn't speak fluent English, so neither do I, obviously. I have something in my mouth. Sorry, I keep pausing to try and get a hair out of my mouth. It's ridiculous. That's the level of professionalism on this show. Anyway, she doesn't speak fluent English, so her husband was there to interpret. So it's a little bit of a strange conversation because it was me asking a question, him interpreting to her, her answering the question, him interpreting back to me. So it might be a little bit longer than usual, might be a little strange and drawn out, but, that's what we do here. We do strange, unusual, drawn out conversations. So I think that you'll enjoy it. I really do. And, I've mentioned before on the show that I think that some of the reason why this show doesn't pick up as much steam or traction is because I'm not a team player. A lot of the people who dig into conspiracies, they're in different camps, different teams. There's your flat earthers, there's your 9/11 people, there's your government is bad people, and then there's your Gen 6 people, Genesis 6 conspiracy people, like the Christian-y people, like what we talked about last week, the Nephilim stuff. That's all the Genesis Genesis 6 stuff, and I'm sure a bunch of people came in. They saw the title of that episode and they were like, "Hey, this guy's one of ours. He's a Genesis 6 conspiracy Christian-y guy, right?" And then I shoot myself in the foot by the next week having on a former porn star, cult witch, alien blood, blah 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 person. But just goes to show you, not a team player, not playing on your team. I have my own thoughts, my own beliefs, my things that I have camps that I agree with. I disagree with my guest today on pretty much everything that she said, but it was a good conversation and it was an interesting one, and I really enjoyed it, and she was nice to talk to. So that's what the show's all about. You don't have to agree with everybody, and if you disagree with somebody, you don't have to tell them that you think that they're wrong even. You can just hear them out and listen to their story, because their story has value to them, and so it probably has value to somebody else. Anyway, I'm ranting too much here at the beginning. This is, I believe, a longer episode than usual. But I will tell you before we jump into it, go join the Downers Club. If you would like bonus episodes of the show every single week, go over to Patreon.com and sign up for as little as $5 a month. $5 a month. That's a cup of coffee. That's next to nothing per month. And it helps out the show, helps this whole thing continue, keep getting bigger and better. And you get bonus content, most importantly. All right, I'm going to talk more. I'll rant more after the show. Let's get into this now, what you're here for, my conversation with the the cult, witch, alien blood, porn star, all the things. Here's my conversation with Sabrina Sabrok and her translator husband. All right, let's get weird. All right, my guest today is a former adult actress and all sorts of qualifications. Sabrina Sabrok and her husband. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. I forgot your name already, sir. What was it again? Alex. Okay. So, yeah, one of my listeners posted an article about your story in our forum. And like here on this show, we just explore all sorts of different areas of, just like different backgrounds in people's lives and stuff like that. And your story came up as one that was worth digging into a little bit, because you've got a lot of qualifications that make your story pretty interesting. But tell me a little bit about you and kind of your background growing up, where you come from.
Que le hables un poco de ti, de dónde vienes, que una persona le posteó ahí en su sitio sobre tu historia y que le llamó mucho la atención, como haces de todo.
Pues sí, bueno, nací en Buenos Aires, Argentina, y luego me fui a México, viví 15 años en México, donde empecé a trabajar en televisoras muy importantes de allá, y tener mis propios programas. Estuve en Big Brother VIP, hice pues varias portadas de Playboy, empecé a hacer temas así como de brujería, de medium, de psíquica, y bueno, soy polifacética porque también, bueno, hago música, un poco de todo, ¿no? Música pesada que siempre hice, de hecho yo llegué a México con mi banda, y pues también me dedico ahora al tema pues sobrenatural.
Yeah, she was born in Argentina, but she went pretty young to Mexico. Actually, because of her band, she was doing modeling and commercials and a lot of like media stuff back in Argentina. But then when she got into Mexico, she got because of the music, because she had a band. She has had a band since years ago. So in Mexico, she got plenty more options, and more options came to her, like television, and that opened more doors to her. Mm-hmm. And also because of all the Mexican culture and all you get to know a lot of people, you know, that she got surrounded by a lot of people that got her into themes like the witchcraft, and she has always felt like psychic abilities, and that she's able to do stuff with her mind. She has felt that since she was a kid.
Sure.
So when she went to Mexico, she went for because of the music and because of work and a lot of things, like Playboy magazines, like she said, Playboy magazines. She had a her own TV show, like streaming in like 60 different countries. It was a pretty good show. Uh, but that was like the job kind of side of it, and because of the fame that she also got, and she got to know a lot of people that when that people that she could relate to those, like topics, like me, like more, I don't know how to say it, but like mystery things, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So yeah. She has always been involved since several years ago with people that some people do witchcraft, other people do, like, she always goes to medics also. So she also knows a lot of different, like, surgeons and medics and medics from the heart, and so she knows about like the two sides of it, that.
Yeah.
That's what I like also about her, that she knows kind of the scientific side of it, and the other, like, more mystic side of it.
Sure. Yeah. So you say that she's always felt like she's had kind of these psychic abilities. Can you expand on that a little bit more, like kind of her story behind that?
Yeah. Dice que es que yo le comenté que desde niña sientes que tienes las habilidades con la mente, ¿no? Y que si hace cosas psíquicas y ese rollo, ¿no? Pues que qué rollo, que si puedes como contar alguna historia sobre eso.
Bueno, generalmente lo hacía para mí, o sea, para lograr todos mis objetivos en el trabajo, o sea, todo lo que quería lo conseguía, ¿no? En mi parte laboral. Y obviamente cuando llegué a México empecé a juntarme con muchos brujos y chamanes que me enseñaron muchas cosas sobre magia negra, y empecé a adentrarme más en el mundo de la brujería. Y bueno, ahora me puse una página que se llama legionsabrok.com, donde la gente me puede preguntar cosas. La gente está muy interesada en el tema de la brujería, de todo lo que es psíquico y así, y pues hacemos trabajos pues en el cementerio sobre separación de parejas, uniones, cómo hacer para triunfar en la vida. O sea, todo lo que la gente pide, pues yo se lo concedo, ¿no? O sea, con trabajos así psíquicos y trabajos de magia negra. Me gusta trabajar con la magia negra porque me gusta trabajar con los espíritus del bajo astral.
She's saying that, like I said, she felt since she was a kid some abilities, and at the beginning, like, to say when she was young, she used all those abilities, like, for the work, for like the job side. That's how I said it, like centering all her energy, like, into get like good stuff for her modeling, or like always being growing on her job. And then after, when she came to Mexico, she started to know more people, like more weird people, like brujos, ¿cómo se dice en inglés?
Witches.
Like you know what I mean with brujos?
No.
like the sorcerers. Yeah.
Okay.
Chaman.
Sure.
Yeah, in Mexico, they call one type of sorcerer, they call it chaman. It's like a really cool, weird sorcerer from Mexico that the legend says that they transform into animals and do all kind of crazy stuff. And so she started to know people that were telling her that I'm this kind of sorcerer and crazy things. So she got more involved with trying to experiment with, like, kind of black magic, like sometimes going to cemeteries, and in Mexico is quite easy to go to any of these places, and it's you don't get into problems.
Sure.
So she was always she have been going to several cemeteries from all over Mexico, and even in the States, several states that we've been. She always goes, and she likes to feel the energy, because she had told me that she kind of sees how the energy concentrates on those kind of places, and back in Mexico I saw her, like, also doing those kind of jobs that she's talking about, and that it could be any kind of like jobs for love, for like getting together, and for separating love. That really basic kind of things, but it's the most kind of thing that people ask her, or the people that want to know. But it's not all of that. You can do like all kind of crazy stuff. I've seen her like channeling energy, like to stuff that she wants to happen.
Sure. Yeah.
Like yeah, like a lot of people already know, but yeah, she likes all that energy side of the things. And in Mexico, she yeah, got involved with more people, that all kinds of cults, like the Santa Muerte cult. I don't know if you're familiar with that kind of stuff.
Sure.
But yeah, like sorcerers that had more like an, I don't know, like Cuban or African like influence, and other kind of sorcerers that have a completely like Mexican influence, like the Santa Muerte cult. So yeah.
Okay. Now I've had another guy on the show who was an occultist witch, and I'm curious, is the black magic and the stuff that you're talking about, is it like you see in the movies, where it's like actually moving things or creating things, making things float, that type of thing, or is it more just like energies and is it physical, or is it more of a mental magic type thing?
Pregunta como sobre la magia negra, que si es tipo así como uno lo ve en las películas, que si se mueven las cosas, si es una onda muy física, o si es más como de sentir las energías.
Pues es más de sentir las energías, o sea, las cosas se pueden mover por telequinesis también. Hay gente que lo puede hacer incluso sin tener poderes sobrenaturales, pero más que nada es la energía y moverse en otra dimensión. Por ejemplo, si yo veo algún ser, una entidad, puede ser una entidad de otro planeta o puede ser mismo de este planeta, pero lo veo como en otra dimensión. O sea, como que está en este plano, pero es porque yo puedo ver otra dimensión, ¿no? Como también hay muchos animales que lo pueden hacer. De repente los gatos también se quedan así mirando, ¿no? Porque pues pueden ver cosas, ¿no? Pero sí, sí de repente se puede llegar a mover algo, porque sí, de repente siento que molestan a los gatos y así, ¿no? Pero más que nada es la energía mental que uno proyecta en otra dimensión para hacer las cosas, ¿no? Por eso trabajo con los muertos y trabajo con entidades que en sí, pues aquí en la Tierra los pueden llamar Satán o lo que sea, pero son entidades extraterrestres.
She talks about other dimensions, and yeah, it's more like you said, more kind of like an energy side of things. It gets physical. It sometimes gets physical.
Sure.
Like I've seen it, like stuff falling, not being too crazy, but sometimes when there's a lot of energy involved in stuff that she's thinking and doing, sometimes, like she has her, ¿cómo se dice altar? Her place where she has like some images, and you know what I mean. Yeah. Where she sometimes gets more like concentrated, and the place where she gets concentrated and tries to connect with. She talks about beings that she feel and see in like other kind of dimension. And she says that she likes to work with low astral beings. That's how she calls it. Low astral beings. She says, like, for example, in the cemeteries, that it's full of that kind of beings, of that energy. So sometimes when we went to cemeteries and she did stuff there, we went back home, and I when we were sleeping at, I don't know, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I always like sometimes hear stuff falling that it was not supposed to fall. It has nothing why being falling. So that was pretty, like, for me, it was pretty supernatural, that, because I was like, okay, this is, it's just too much coincidence that because when she tells me, like, let's go to the cemetery, at the beginning for me was weird, because I try to understand all the things that she says, but I was more like I don't feel those things, you know. So
Sure.
when she tells me that, like for example, let's go to the cemetery. At the beginning, for me was sometimes like a trip, you know. It was weird. It was like, okay, let's go. But then I was connecting all those things that happened. That we were going to the cemetery, we were going back home, and then I was hearing stuff that in other like normal nights I was not hearing them. So yeah, then I started like to feel more these beings that she always talk about. And yeah, that's the thing that she talks about some beings from like another dimension that are always harassing her sometimes.
Sure.
I've seen also that like she like complaining at nights, le estoy diciendo de cuando te quejas en las noches.
Ah, sí, una posesión.
She sometimes says that she sometimes feels that it's like a possession.
De hecho, por eso fuimos al Vaticano con un programa de televisión de Miami que se llama Suelta la Sopa. Fuimos al Vaticano a hablar en las oficinas de exorcismos.
Also because of feeling, because of her thinking that it was a kind of like a possession, maybe a demonic possession or something like that. A TV program from, is it Miami? No?
Miami.
A TV program from Miami told her, okay, let's do something. We can get access, like kind of access all areas to the Vatican, and because the Vatican has like an official exorcism office inside of it, so the TV program offered her like, hey, let's do a program. Let's go to the Vatican. We will get you access to that office, so they can consult you, they can evaluate your case and let you know what's happening, you know. And she went, ¿cuánto tiempo fuiste?
15 días.
She went 15 days to the Vatican, to that office. So
was a show made out of that then, or like a TV show?
Yeah, the name of the TV show?
Yeah, it did end up getting made into a TV show, right?
Yeah.
Cool. What was the name of it?
Telemundo.
It's from Telemundo. That's the chain. I don't know if you know it. The program name is Suelta la Sopa.
El número uno de América, de Estados Unidos, pero latinoamericano.
Yeah, it's pretty famous, that Telemundo and that stuff. It's pretty famous. So it was kind of a good experience for her because they got access to a lot of crazy stuff. That, I mean, like talking to actual priests that do the exorcism things, like movies and stuff, but in real life.
Right.
So she got involved in all those kind of that was like in eso fue en 2013, no?
Sí.
That was like in 2013.
Okay.
And now I don't know if it's the same beings that she talks about, but now she's talking sometimes about like what if it's not like, it was not a demonic thing, it's more like an extraterrestrial thing. I hear that she says these things now, that it's she feels like it's a being from another world, ¿no?
Okay.
Es como un ser de otro mundo.
Pues
¿no?
sí, más que nada supongo que es por el tipo de sangre que yo tengo, que es pues el RH negativo, que es, supuestamente dicen que la sangre RH negativa está vinculada con, pues es un híbrido entre extraterrestres y humanos, ¿no?
Yeah, she's saying that she believes it has something to do with her blood type, the RH negative thing. That she believes it's connected to this to extraterrestrial, to aliens.
Okay.
So
Porque esa sangre no se puede cruzar con personas.
So yeah, I don't know if you know about that kind of blood, but it has a pretty crazy things.
Yeah, let's get into that in a minute. But to clarify, so she was experiencing these negative experiences that she thought was demon possession, and then she went and had an exorcist at the Vatican, or just talked to people there, or what was the situation there?
¿Hiciste un exorcismo del Vaticano? No, ¿verdad? ¿O qué hiciste ahí?
Sí, primero me habían hecho un exorcismo en México, pero no funcionó. Entonces por eso salió lo del Vaticano y estuvimos, pues ahora ya la persona que hacía exorcismos en este momento ya se murió. está cerrada la oficina de exorcismos, pero en ese momento pues estuvimos haciendo trabajos así, me estuvieron curando y haciendo cosas, pero los exorcismos se supone que se hacen cada cierto tiempo, ¿no? O sea, cada cierto tiempo, ¿no? Con uno ya no está, o sea, uno necesita muchos para cada tanto para sacarse la entidad, ¿no? De adentro.
She says that when she went there, they didn't did an exorcism on her. They tried to do like a kind of a treatment thing on those 15 days that she was there. They were talking every day with her, most all day. Yeah, talking to her about like, yeah, you need to feel better. You need to control these things these beings that try to come and control you. You need to control them. You need to take control of the situation and all this stuff. She got she did this treatment with a priest that is current. He se murió el año pasado, ¿no?
Sí.
He died last year, and he was the one. He was the one that was running that office. It has plenty of people that exorcism office, but he was the one in charge of the office. He was the principal from there, and now he's dead. But even ellos fueron a México y los viste, ¿no? Después.
Sí, después fueron a México a checar cómo estaba.
When he was alive, like a few years ago, they went to Mexico, and they saw her again, like, hey, how have you been after the treatment? Because she got an exorcism in Mexico at the beginning, but it was a pretty amateur one. It was not a pretty serious one. So, then that's why she got everything sorted to go to the Vatican, but she didn't do an exorcism over there. She kind of did this kind of treatment thing.
Okay. Yeah, and then after that, she came back, and so that was, you said 2013, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So years go by, and she starts having problems with that again, and now she thinks that it is. I'm just trying to make sure I'm following the story correctly. Now she thinks it's it probably wasn't demonic activity. It was actually something otherworldly, something more along the lines of extraterrestrial stuff because of the blood type. Is that right?
Yeah. Sí, nos dice que pues en ese tiempo fuiste al Vaticano y que pensabas que era algo como demoníaco, ¿no? Y que, pero ahora más bien piensas que tal vez por lo de tu sangre más bien no es algo demoníaco, sino es algo extraterrestre.
Sí, de hecho, pues yo siempre fui atea, o sea, nunca creí en Dios, ni en el diablo, ni nada. Ya después me empecé a adentrar en eso del satanismo y todo porque pues creía en esa entidad, yo la sentía y empezaba a ver cosas y pues siempre había hecho cosas de brujería, pero pues mis papás me lo habían prohibido porque eran científicos, entonces yo ya por eso de grande empecé con todo esto, pero ahora que me doy cuenta de lo de la sangre, pues me doy cuenta que en realidad la entidad que está dentro mío, que pues eso es como un ser extraterrestre, no es de este mundo, tiene una potencia muy fuerte, yo siento su energía y es una energía que no es de este mundo, de hecho pues siento abducciones y cosas raras y siento que toco materiales y siento olores que no son de este mundo.
She says that like always she since she was a kid she was always feeling weird stuff. She never had a religious belief on any side of any religion. She never believed in religion. That Vatican stuff happened more because of the television, more because of the producers that were telling her that because te pagaron, ¿no? Por eso del Vaticano.
Sí.
Because even the producers paid her for doing that. So doing that was most because of that, because it wasn't like kind of like a work offer, a job offer, because it was also money involved. So yeah, the thing is that she has never believed in any religion kind of thing. She identifies like sometimes with some satanic and satanic stuff, like ideas and stuff like that, but most of the side of that, because Satanism can be viewed not as demons and stuff like that.
It's more about self.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about. So that's why she identifies with that, because she also kind of relates those images with those beings, with those extraterrestrial beings.
Gotcha. I see. So going from there, so just talk a little bit more about the Rh negative blood type and some of the thoughts behind that, because I've heard a little bit about it, but I don't personally know too much about the link between that and the extraterrestrial thoughts. So dig into that a little bit further.
Yeah, dice que, o sea, ahora, hablando del RH negativo, dice que ha escuchado algo, pero que no, la verdad no sabe mucho.
Pues el RH negativo es un tipo de sangre muy rara que solo el 15% de la población lo tiene, y no puedes mezclarte con sangre de otro tipo que sea terrestre porque lo rechaza. La madre A negativa rechaza al bebé. De hecho, mi hija salió mal porque se supone que son dos razas diferentes, ¿no? Esa es la primera evidencia científica. Pues sí, lo demás es que pues mucha gente de repente los reyes de Inglaterra lo tienen, hay mucha gente así más o menos conocida que tienen ese tipo de sangre, ¿no? Y está vinculada con lo sobrenatural y con eso más que nada, por eso los reyes antes no mezclaban su sangre.
She's saying the fact that probably you already know the things that kind of like are pretty small percentage of the population around the world has it, around like 15%, and stuff that it's like kind of that blood type is kind of related to like powerful people. ¿Qué más será?
No puedes tener hijos.
Oh yeah, the thing with the kids, that it's pretty like, that's one of the weirdest things I'll say. That she if she gets pregnant, because she got pregnant twice. Mm-hmm. So she experienced all of that when it gets combined, the pregnancy between someone that is RH negative and between someone that it's not. Mm-hmm. It's the pregnancy is pretty complicated, super complicated. So that's really weird, because all the things that appear to happen to the female body is like, it's kind of rejecting her own the baby.
Sure.
It's something completely different to a regular pregnancy. Mm-hmm. So she lived that experience. So mm-hmm. She knows what's she talking about that. So it's not something that it's common, you know. Problems sure. like that just because of the blood.
Yeah. If I'm pushing too much here, feel free to not answer. But like, what were some of the complications that she experienced in the pregnancy, if you don't mind my asking?
Sí, ¿qué fueron las complicaciones?
Las complicaciones es que primero lo trata el cuerpo de expulsar todo el tiempo, porque la sangre esa mata a lo que es algo que no es de él. Es como si estuviera con otra especie.
The first complication is that it was the blood starts like rejecting the baby, and it starts like attacking the baby.
Y luego problemas físicos, pues miles de problemas. La niña no puede hablar, no puede caminar.
And then when the baby was born with problems like that she can't speak. Or can't hear.
De hecho, a mí después del embarazo me tuvieron que dar una vacuna antígena para que no contaminarme con sangre.
Just right after when the baby is born, the day of the surgery and all of that, she just after ending the process, she had to get a vaccine, anti-D vaccine.
Okay.
Esa vacuna es como la antítesis, o sea, como que la sangre normal proviene del mono, esta proviene del reptil, entonces no se pueden juntar.
Bueno, pero la vacuna, ¿qué tiene que ver ahí?
La vacuna es para limpiar cualquier tipo de indicio de sangre que salga, para no contaminarme con la sangre.
Oh, the vaccine is something like that protects her to not contaminate, to not get contaminated with the blood of her son, because if she gets like in contact, then the blood gets like in contact, it can be like super bad for her.
Sí, hay mucha información de eso en internet, lo que pasa que como muy poca gente lo tiene, todavía no dan a conocer mucho de eso.
There's information about that on the internet, but because of the super small amount of people that has the blood around the world, that's why it's not pretty common to
Sure.
hear about that. But it happens. It totally happens.
I see. Yeah. So is there what else has she experienced that leads her to believe that is it just the rarity of the blood type that leads people to believe that it's linked somehow to extraterrestrials?
Kind of. Pregunta que si solo es por la rareza de la sangre, que es que piensan que está ligada a lo extraterrestre.
Por la rareza de la sangre piensan, y por muchas cosas aparte. Por ejemplo, hay cosas del cuerpo, por ejemplo, una vértebra extra, no se contagian enfermedades como el SIDA, cualquier tipo de virus que se contagian los humanos, por ejemplo, cualquier enfermedad que se contagian, pues la mayoría de la gente, yo no me la contagio, no me he contagiado varicela, sarampión, pues si estuve en contacto con gente así.
It's a few weird facts, like she can't get infected with I don't know how to say it in English, like sarampión, etc.
Cualquier tipo de virus no me contagia.
A lot of viruses she can't get infected with, a lot of super like easy viruses that infect people, and she can't get infected. That she always tells me a story from when she was a child, that her mom was always putting her with her brothers to get infected about era por el sarampión, ¿no? Para que te infectaras cuando te ponían con tus hermanos. And her mom didn't understand, and she was telling to the doctors, I leave her with her brothers all day, like she should get infected.
Right.
And but they didn't know about that, because it was the 70s, and it was not like normal also to speak about that. She says that she can't get HIV.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
HIV, and algo más, lo de la vértebra. There's this also super weird about the spinal. You know the spinal from the human that has parts, right? Mm-hmm. In Spanish is vértebras.
Yeah, vertebrae. Yeah.
So the thing is that she has one extra, one vertebra.
Yeah.
Visión más aguda, un montón de cosas, o sea, muchas características.
That's weird. And
visión, audición, extrasensorial.
Yeah, she smells a lot of things. Like sometimes she's telling me, hey, you smell this, and I don't smell anything. Mm-hmm. Or she has pretty good visibility, pretty good visibility.
Nice, I see. Gotcha. So, in the article, first off, is this article that's going around about your story and the cult and all that, is it accurate, or is it just kind of like a hit piece or something to like try and make you look bad or anything like that? Like, is it true that you have this cult that you are the leader of?
Dice que pregunta que qué onda con el culto, que si las notas si son buenas, o que algunas como que nada parecen hacerlo ver como de broma.
La mayoría de las revistas con las que yo me manejo en el mundo de la televisión, de chismes, hace que hagan aparecer las notas a veces como muy exageradas, más no otros portales, por ejemplo, que hablan de paranormal y de cosas de ovnis, de brujería, si lo ven como algo serio, ¿no? Pero generalmente la televisión comercial lo hace ver así como pues exagerado, pero sí le gusta hacer notas, porque sabe que a la gente le gusta eso.
Pero entonces dice que el culto es en serio, ¿no?
El culto es en serio.
Yeah, she's saying that yeah, it's for real. Like the thing, her idea of about a cult, it's for real. But about the articles, it depends because with the majority of for example the big media that a lot of times do articles about her,
Hmm.
they like to make things look super way bigger than they are. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
to exaggerate them. I don't know if that's the word in
Right.
English.
Yep.
They sometimes or a lot of times get things out of context, and make the things look like a joke. You
Right.
know,
Right.
to not be taken seriously.
Hmm.
But yeah, the thing is that, and I forgot to say that before because she said that before about the cult. Yeah, that yeah, she has this idea of kind of like trying like talking to people if people wants to talk to her because she gets approached by people by a lot of things since for a photo just like hey can I take a picture with you and then that can lead to another thing like hey I believe also in black magic and they start to ask her
Sure.
her stuff blah 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 so she started to think like hey I can do like a cult or like a website where people can reach me
Hmm.
because people is always reaching me and asking me stuff like that so I
Hmm.
can do it like for real like serious so yeah she got that idea just an idea of doing like making a way to people to yeah to create a way for people to contact her about that topic
Hmm.
and some media just make it like nah she's doing a
Like it's a big
satanic
scary thing.
ritual. Yeah like with people like and doing stuff I don't
La
know
gente en Latinoamérica tiene mucho prejuicio con el hecho de que, bueno, me ven a mí como pues actriz porno, como pues, personaje de televisión y de repente me ven pues haciendo brujería. Entonces, pues hay mucho prejuicio con todo eso. Se está acabando la batería del teléfono. Battery. Entonces, pues prejuicios que hay en realidad en cuanto a la imagen, ¿no? De la persona. Por ejemplo, si yo tengo una imagen así sexy, entonces, ¿cómo puede ser de que pueda hacer pues brujería y dedicarme a otras cosas también, ¿no? Sobre todo lo de la música, todo pasa igual, ¿no? La gente tiene prejuicio con la imagen.
she's also saying that because of the image that she has and because she's all already known on the TV with a character
Hmm.
she says and she believes that the people don't take it seriously because of that because they are like come on
Sure.
she's a model right she does Playboy magazines right how
Mhm.
how can a girl that do Playboy magazine covers can do witchcraft
Right.
or it's like she says that I don't know if it's the word in English but like
Mhm.
prejuicios it's like I don't know if prejudice no
Prejudices.
but you know what I mean like
Yeah.
that people stuff like that people
They
can't
instantly
believe
assume she's
something.
just doing it for attention, right?
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is Dan's wife, Kayla. I just wanted to interrupt this podcast to let you know that he puts a lot of work into it for currently no monetary profit. And he has a family to feed. To do so, he runs his own media business called Goulash Media. Dan has a crazy creative brain that makes him uniquely able to take your project, whatever it may be, and make it the full package. So whether you're in need of graphic design, logos, branding, commercials, wedding videos, podcast jingles, music production, music videos, merchandise, websites, pictures, or what have you, contact Dan and he'll seriously make you look and sound awesome. For more information, just go to goulashmedia.net. That's goulash, Goulash, media.net, where Dan caters to the little guy with the big vision.
By cult, what exactly is the plan for it? Is it something? Is it basically just a community that she's trying to create where people can get together and talk about the black magic stuff and things that they've experienced and reach out to her? Is that kind of the basis of it?
Yeah, I would say that, yeah. Que está preguntando si sobre el culto, o sea, cuál es más o menos la idea sobre que si es como para que haya gente que quiera hablar contigo sobre cosas de magia negra y ese rollo.
Pues más que nada el culto lo creé para abrirle la mente a la gente, ¿no? Para que aprendan a hacer los trabajos de magia ellos mismos, porque todos tenemos la capacidad de poder hacerlo y de ver cosas, nada más que tenemos la glándula pineal cerrada. Entonces lo creé para eso, para enseñarle a la gente cosas, pero surge mucha gente que quiere que yo le haga los trabajos.
She's saying that she did that, the cult, to try to open people's minds and try to teach people about doing some like doing something with their energy, because she says that anyone can do it. It's just a matter of people knowing how to do it. Like, first of all, believing that they can do it. Second, like learning how to believe in their energy and do stuff with their energy, and to teach people how to do the ways to do it. And the thing is that she's saying that most of the time people wants contact her and tells her that they want her to do something for them. So she is like, you can do it you can do it. You don't need me to do it. I can teach you how to do it. So that was the idea of doing this. So yeah, it was pretty much what you were asking.
Okay, gotcha. So I mean, when people hear the word cult, they automatically assume like this group of coven of witches that get together and drink baby's blood. It's not that. It's basically just like a support group and like kind of an educational thing to teach people about the ideas that she's exploring, right?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Sí, que normalmente la palabra culto te hace pensar en brujas que se están juntando y que se toman la sangre de los bebés.
Como cosas satánicas así de, como, ¿cómo se le dice? Secta.
Ajá,
Como secta. La idea era crear algo así, pues oscuro. Me gusta el oscuro, porque la verdad las cosas así oscuras son más rápidas de trabajar. O sea, si yo trabajo con un muerto, o sea, en una tumba, se va a cumplir más rápido porque le estás dando algo a cambio, ¿no? O sea, y si trabajas de la forma buena, como se dice, pues hay que esperar mucho. Y la gente a veces dice, no, yo quiero que mi pareja regrese ya. Entonces, pues yo le digo, bueno, está bien, te voy a hacer un trabajo oscuro, pero con el muerto, el cementerio, o vamos a sacrificar animales, lo que sea, pero tú lo vas a pagar de alguna forma, se te va a cobrar eso con algo malo, ¿entiendes?
She's talking now about a ver, pero ¿cómo empezó todo esto?
Lo que te dije.
Yeah, that she has the idea also of doing the stuff with people about like yeah, kind of of getting people together, and it when it got real, it was just more like doing the website and that, right? But she's also okay with the idea of working with people like in real life, because she had done it in the past about like going to the cemetery and do a job to work with a dead, with like a ghost, it would be.
Sure.
Because it's a dead people that she can communicate with and do something, do whatever the client wants. So she knows how to do it, and she knows how to teach someone to do it. She has done it. She has done. I've seen her done that, and also that's why she became with the idea, because she saw that people believed in her. When the people that came to her, she saw how they strongly they believe strongly in her, so that's why she was encouraged.
Yeah.
De hecho, un amigo de él, o sea, yo una vez le di una santa, le dije, cuídate que vas a tener un accidente de auto. Entonces él le empezó a pedir cosas a la santa. De hecho, le pidió un riñón para su madre, y como a las 2 semanas se le cumple lo del riñón, cuando ya estaba esperando hace mucho de esto y nadie se lo daba. Se cumple el riñón, se salva la madre, no le dio lo que le prometió a la entidad, a la Santa Muerte, y la entidad hizo que él atropellara a una persona ese mismo día. O sea, se cobró el trabajo.
Yeah, she is now telling a story about a friend of mine, that a friend of mine that came home. That's why she met her. She when she always see people, she tells me it's sometimes like he's nice, he has a good vibe, stuff like that. But like I believe that she kind of sees the energy of people, stuff like that. So when one time with this friend, she gave him a Santa Muerte small figure,
Mhm.
and give him that as a gift, because she told him like, hey, this is to protect you, because I feel that you will get an accident.
Mhm.
And this friend of us, it was pretty crazy, and he was also driving super fast all the time, and we were thinking also like someday he will have an accident, because how crazy he drives. But the thing is that he liked that Santa Muerte stuff, the cult and everything, and he embraced it. He became a follower of the cult, of the Santa Muerte cult, and he embraced all the stuff of getting figures and getting a place in your house where you have the figures and you offer stuff to the figures, and you kind of create a bond with these figures and with this entity that she says is an entity. And the guy, my friend, as a favor, because it's the classic thing, right? When you are in a cult or you are worshiping some entity like this, it's the common thing is that you sometimes ask for favors, right? So he asked to Santa Muerte help for her mother, because her mother was waiting for some organ. I don't remember. ¿Qué órgano era el riñón?
Riñón,
¿Cómo se dice riñón en
no
inglés?
sé.
De
Bueno, le pidió
the
una
kidney.
donación.
Kidney is the organ, I guess.
Yeah.
Nadie le donaba y cuando le pidió, le donaron.
She was waiting for that organ for about like 4 years,
Mhm.
and no organ. It was pretty hard to get it. And when he asked for it, he got it like the same week that he asked for the favor, just asking it with his mind to the entity. The same week the family got the notice. He was like super happy, like, because I remember my friend called her like telling her, hey, it worked. My mom got it. And she told him, hey, and whatever you promised to the entity, you need to do it. And él había prometido un tatuaje, ¿no?
Sí, algo le prometió y no se lo dio.
I believe he promised a tattoo about the Santa Muerte, because he has a lot of tattoos all over his body, and he didn't did the tattoo the next day when it was supposed to be done.
Mhm.
It was like, oh yeah, I'll get it like next week. He didn't like care about it, and that day, the day her mom got the surgery, I believe it was a Wednesday. That same day, at night, he killed a person on his car because he was driving super fast, and nothing happened to him. He was okay, but yeah, the accident happened and he killed someone, and it was pretty fucked up. He got away with it because it's Mexico, and he just paid like $5,000 to corrupt Mexican police, and they nothing happened to him, but he got pretty fucked in the mind, you know.
Yeah.
Because I remember him telling her, "Hey, this happened. What the fuck? Well, why?" No, and she told him like it was because you didn't do that quickly, because you promised her to get the tattoo and you didn't do it. And that crazy thing happened.
Ese es el problema de trabajar con entidades rápido, oscura. La gente, muchos me escriben diciéndome, hazme un pacto con el diablo, hazme un pacto con tal entidad. Y yo le digo, tienes que estar seguro porque puedes llegar a perder a tu familia, puedes llegar a perder toda tu vida.
She's saying that that's the problem or the tricky part of it, because she says that it's for sure that you can work with these low astral beings, with these entities, and because they do whatever you want them to do, they do it quickly, they do it fast, and that's the thing, that they want to get something back fast
Mm-hmm.
for the job, like the pay.
Sure.
And that's the thing that she says that that those kind of entities only like bad stuff. They only like the only way to pay them is with bad stuff, like bad stuff happening.
Mm-hmm.
She says that a lot of people contact her saying, "Hey, I want to teach me how to do a deal with the devil. Teach me how to do a deal with Santa Muerte because I want to get money or I want to get something."
Mm-hmm.
And she always tells them, "Yeah, you will get whatever you want, but you need to know that maybe someone from your family will die. Something bad is going to happen, and bad, like means bad, like bad, you know."
Right. Yeah.
That's the thing.
So when you say low astral beings, is like what is the difference between are these aliens that we're talking about, or demons, or are they kind of just one and the same that she's dealing with?
Dice que los seres de bajo astral, que qué pedo con esos seres, o sea, ¿son extraterrestres? ¿Son demonios? ¿Es lo mismo o qué pedo?
Son extraterrestres, no, son de otros planos. Algunos son de otros mundos, otros son de otros planos mismos de la Tierra, del futuro, o pueden ser de otros planos, pero son seres que se alimentan de la energía negativa, del sufrimiento de la gente. Por eso les gusta estar en lugares, por ejemplo, la Santa Muerte es una entidad que le gusta estar pues en el cementerio, ¿no? En el lugar donde la gente sufre, llora. Por eso les gusta hacer pues grandes catástrofes y cosas en el mundo para disfrutar de la energía de la gente llorando y de la gente sufriendo. Donde hay sufrimiento, pues ahí está el bajo astral, ¿no? O sea, esa energía que ellos se alimentan de eso.
She says that it's beings from other worlds, like for example Santa Muerte, that entity. She says that it's related to death, like everywhere, and feeds from death, and she says that that's why you can work with them and you can make contact with them because they are. It's not like divine things, It's she believes it's just beings from another place,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why it's not such a super big difference between maybe them and us, and that's why she can make a contact with them.
Mm-hmm.
And well, she says that everyone can do contact with them.
Mm-hmm.
Se alimentan de eso.
And yeah, the thing is that they feed from the bad energy
Mm-hmm.
that comes from all bad stuff.
Okay. So does she believe in like angels and demons, or are these just different titles that different religious groups have put on these, otherworldly beings?
I'll say that it's just titles.
Sure.
Él pregunta que si crees en ángeles y demonios o crees que más bien nada más son títulos para que les pusieron.
Son títulos que les puso la
Eso,
iglesia, pero en realidad podría decirse que pues Dios, el diablo son pues entidades de otros mundos, ¿no?
Yeah, it's just
que nos
titles.
crearon, nos crearon en cierto momento de la historia de la humanidad, hicieron una manipulación genética y por eso los vemos como dioses, ¿no?
It's just titles that the church made, and yeah, it's just that the titles that they gave them because they created us, and
Mm-hmm.
that was the normal thing to say. They created us. They are God.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, we hear in like Hollywood and stuff, people say things like, "Oh, I made a deal with the devil to get celebrity or power or to get wealth," that type of thing. Does she believe that there's that they're being honest, that is actually the case, that they are making a deal with somebody to get where they are in their celebrity?
I'll say she's gonna say that yes, it can be done. Dice que si, por ejemplo, en Hollywood, o sea, porque creo que ahí está. Dice que si aquí en Hollywood tú crees en ese rollo del pacto con el diablo para obtener la fama, y crees que la gente acá hizo eso.
Pues sí, yo creo en pactos. Yo creo en pactos porque los he hecho y la verdad pues se me han cumplido, ¿no? O sea, de hecho tengo pues tatuado a todo lo que he prometido.
She says that yes, that she believes in like deals.
Pero,
we could call them like that.
Pero hay un precio,
She says that she believes in deals like for example a deal with the devil,
Mm-hmm.
a deal with someone, right? she says that she believes in them because she has done deals,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why she has some tattoos of like, for example, Santa Muerte. And but she says that there's a price that comes with it, a bad price that comes with it.
Sure.
And but yeah, that and tú crees, ¿no? También que otros también seguro lo
Sí,
habrán hecho,
sí,
¿no?
sí,
So
obviamente.
yeah, she
Hay
believes
mucha
that.
gente que pues lo hace a niveles, o sea, como que quieren mucho, de repente mucho, ¿no? Y eso se lo cobran con, la entidad se lo cobra con algo jodido.
So
te,
yeah,
te saca la felicidad, te saca la familia.
She believes that probably a lot of famous people probably did it, and she's like saying that you can also like see that a lot of that people gets problems with at the end, gets
Sure.
problems with family, everything. It's like everything gets fucked up, you know.
Right.
All the fame and all the money, it's just shit because everything gets
Ya ves que hay
gets sad.
muchas celebridades que pues tienen todo y de repente se suicidan o están deprimidos y uno dice, ¿por qué no? Si la gente normal dice, ¿por qué le pasa eso? Si pues tiene todo el dinero, tiene la fama, tiene todo y sin embargo está deprimido y se suicida, como pasa con muchos, pues por eso, porque te da, o sea, te está cobrando la entidad eso, ¿no? O sea...
She says that some cases could be like when people see famous ¿cómo se dice exitoso? Yeah, like famous people, like that they seem to be like super okay, and at the end they end committing suicide, for example.
Sure.
And a lot of people is like, well, this is weird, right? He seems to be like happy and have this perfect life.
Right.
So she's saying a lot of all those cases has to be with something like that, you know, because those entities that give all this fame to you or that give you all the things that you ask.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's what they want. That's to give you all, make you happy,
Mm-hmm.
to then get everything super bad, and that will make you super depressed, and that will feed them a lot and
Mm-hmm.
create this bad vibe that they want and that they feed from.
Hay muchos así por depresión, dicen que es por depresión, hace como este actor, ¿cómo se llama? El que trabajaba el que por depresión se suicidó, el que hacía de robot así metálico.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams, no sé, ahora la esposa de este actor así de...
She says, like, for example, Robin Williams, that seems so happy. And
Justin Bieber is depressed now, ¿no? Está deprimido ahora también y no sabe por qué. Pero bueno, eso dile, ¿no? Que hay muchas celebridades que de repente uno dice, ¿por qué se suicidó, no?
Sí,
como este cantante.
Ya se lo dije.
Y pues...
Yeah, she's saying that a lot of people get depressed, and sometimes could be that.
Mm-hmm.
Could be that also, because she believed that a lot of famous people or people in power, a lot of them maybe did a deal.
Yeah, gotcha. Now, what does she think about like the afterlife? What happens after this? Does she have any insight on that?
¿Qué piensas de la vida después de la muerte? ¿Piensas que hay algo?
Pues pienso que el alma, la conciencia permanecen. Y pues ahora que se están viendo muchas películas de ciencia ficción sobre lo que va a pasar, pienso que vamos a poder obtener nuevos cuerpos, como así fundas, para poder seguir la vida, ¿no? Porque la conciencia sigue viva. O sea, el cuerpo lo pierde, se destruye, lo que sea, pero lo demás sigue vivo.
She says that she believes that after life, no matter that the body dies, she believes that the conscious still exists.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying that, like, for example, like in all movies or TV series that now we see talking about getting like bodies or like robotic bodies or something where we can transfer the consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
She totally believes that will be the case.
Okay.
For the near future, that like maybe death is something from the past.
Sure. Okay. So, does she have any concerns in like dabbling in these dark arts or anything? Like, if the Christian side of things is correct and there's just good and bad, and she's dealing and making deals with the bad, does she have any concerns for her well-being in dealing with that?
pues que por ejemplo hacer estos pactos con las entidades que son como malas, por así decirlo, pues que no te importa, o sea, que si no te da como miedo, yo creo, o sea, que si no te importa, pues hacer esos pactos luego que estimen esos precios.
No, luego desde muy chica yo, o sea, no tenía miedo de esas entidades. Estoy acostumbrada pues a estar con ellas y la verdad he pasado por cosas muy fuertes en mi vida. No, no le temo a la muerte, no le temo a las entidades y creo que eso es lo que hace que las entidades pues en cierto modo me ayuden, ¿no? Y hago lo que las entidades me piden. O sea, si la entidad me dice que pues que en tal entrevista diga tal cosa o que haga tal cosa, yo la hago. O sea, porque mucha gente se resiste y por eso es que la entidad lo termina matando. Pero yo estoy consciente de que la entidad tiene mucha potencia, mucha fuerza, y yo no puedo contra la entidad. O sea, yo tengo que dejar que la entidad me posea y poder ser la entidad, ¿no?
She says that she is not afraid of these entities or the deals that she have done because she has been through a lot on her life since she was a kid. So she's not afraid of it, and she also believes that not being afraid of the entities make the entities to approach to you in a different way. Maybe they don't feed from you being bad. Maybe they use you because she says that sometimes she feel like the for example if she's doing an interview like for a live interview, she sometimes feels like when she's doing the interview she's like getting kind of like possessed or something because after doing the interview sometimes she even tells me, hey, I was like on fire on that interview. I was saying this and saying that, sometimes saying too much, saying too much crazy stuff, and then she tells me that she believes or she feels that the entities are controlling her and telling her, hey, say this, do that, because that makes fun for them or they like that the vibes that those actions generate, stuff like that. So she says that she's not afraid because she has been having a kind of a good experience of this. Like because she's saying also that sometimes maybe that's why entities kill people, kill famous people or stuff like that, because maybe the people started to refuse to what the entities were telling them, like we're saying, we're telling, hey, you should do this, and maybe people started to reject those ideas and starting, no, I'm going to be me, maybe, and that's why the entities killed them. That's what she's saying, and she's saying they will never kill me because I like to do what they tell me.
Pero sí, a veces me da miedo de que me pida algo muy jodido, como, no sé, sí me da miedo de repente que me pudiera llegar a pedir que matara a alguien.
Well, she's saying, well, if the entity tells me to do something bad, something fucked up, I'll be scary then. That she's afraid of that. Maybe the entity controlling her in a pretty bad way, then she will be afraid of it. Because for at least at this time it has been fun, at least for what she's saying.
So she hasn't, in dealing with these entities, she hasn't felt any urges to do anything that is like bad or illegal or harmful to others or anything like that.
Not really, I'll say. Dice que bueno, entonces que pues sí, afortunadamente no te han pedido que hagas nada ilegal o malo, así, ¿no? Brutal.
Pues no me han pedido nada porque yo le he cumplido todas las cosas y yo creo que me usan a mí para también una forma de comunicación con la gente, ¿no? Con la que yo tengo en los medios y todo eso. Y no me he negado nunca a hablar de cosas fuertes, de sexo y de perversiones y de cosas así que a esas entidades les gusta, ¿no? Y en cierto modo a mí me gusta la entidad que está conmigo porque me lleva a pensar también a que me guste cosas de la muerte y cosas oscuras y no sé, y no me importó dejar a mi familia y a mis hijas y así, o sea, es como que la entidad está tomando cada vez más control de mí.
Yeah, she's saying that the entities have never asked something that bad.
Mhm.
They have asked for some. I mean, they haven't asked her to kill someone or do harm to someone,
Mhm.
but she says, for example, I didn't felt anything in leaving my family, because what she mean with that is that, like, for example, her that she went from his other partner, and the kid that they had,
Mhm.
the child that they have, that had all these complications, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Stuff like where sometimes the TV media attack her and tell her, sometimes they tell her she's a bad mom or stuff like that, and she doesn't care about that. And, like, that's, for example, super weird, because most of the people will not do stuff like that, and she can do it. She says that she doesn't feel anything, and sometimes maybe those bad actions are influenced by these dark entities,
Okay.
and she's kind of okay with it. So as long as it's stuff just like that,
Mhm.
she has been okay with it. So as far as now, everything has kind of worked out, because she's saying that she feels okay
Yeah.
with doing most of this stuff.
Gotcha. Now, we see a lot in like Hollywood and the media and stuff about extraterrestrials and like alien invasion, stuff like that. Does she foresee like this becoming more mainstream, or like coming any visitors becoming, I don't know, like physical beings coming to our Earth at any point? Does she see that as a possibility?
Yeah, I'll say also yes.
Okay.
Dice que ahora que en Hollywood se está mostrando tanto que hay invasiones extraterrestres, que se va a ver que se viene en contacto, ¿no? Que si tú sientes algo de eso,
Sí,
si tú
sí.
sientes que se va a dar.
Sí, sí, es lo que estábamos hablando hoy y ayer con una persona de una revista de ufología de España, que yo le dije, te tengo que decir algo, es que yo siento que viene algo, yo lo siento energéticamente, siento que la gente la están preparando pues para recibir pues entidades extraterrestres, ¿no? Con las películas y todo, nos están preparando para ya que vean la realidad. Los extraterrestres están hace mucho entre nosotros y están dominando el mundo y todo, entonces pues ya llegó el momento de que va a haber un contacto muy pronto, este mismo año.
She believes that it's just a matter of time, that, yeah, it will happen, that something will happen.
Mhm.
And she believes all movies and all that media, Hollywood stuff, is just like getting prepared, like getting people prepared
Mhm.
to accept, I don't know, like a contact or anything like that. But yeah, she totally believes it will happen soon.
Sure. Gotcha. Does she believe, like we always hear about the people who were abducted by aliens and taken up to ships and probed and all that sort of thing? Does she believe that all those people's stories are like factual, and it's just, I don't know, like it's just demonized because it seems so outlandish to everybody, or what?
¿Qué piensas de las abducciones? ¿Que si serán verdad las historias o qué onda?
Sí, sí, son verdad las historias de abducciones, sobre todo, como te digo, yo he vivido historias de abducciones entre sueños, o sea, en la fase pues REM del sueño, es ahí cuando te abducen y te pues hacen pruebas más que nada por la sangre, cosas de pues los ovarios, la mente, luego te despiertas así con dolores muy fuertes, así como que te hubieran, la verdad, o sea, hecho todo un examen clínico, pero muy jodido, porque como ellos no sienten el dolor, o sea, las personas que están haciendo las abducciones son sirvientes de los verdaderos extraterrestres que controlan todo, ¿no? Entonces, ellos son personas que no sienten igual que la mayoría de los humanos, ¿no? No tienen emociones, entonces, más que nada estudian las emociones humanas, pues el amor, el odio y cosas así, que sensaciones de la piel que ellos no pueden sentir. Y más que nada abducen para eso, para estudiar el comportamiento humano y así podernos controlar más, ¿no?
Yeah, she's saying that she totally believes it. She even says that she has experienced it, or kind of experienced it, like she's talking about something called REM stage of of when we're dreaming, when we're asleep. She's saying that on that stage, on that REM stage, she has felt the stuff like if these aliens are trying to examine her feelings, her way of thinking, why she thinks the way she thinks, and she believes they do exams, and that all those stories are true, and they do it because of that, because it's examination or like experiments on them.
Yeah. Now, I have to ask, and I don't mean this to be disrespectful or anything, but do you guys do any drugs? Just have to ask because I'm sure that's what all the listeners are going to be like, these people are crazy. So I have to throw it out there.
Oh, gran tema. Mucha gente piensa que yo me meto de todo por las cosas que digo, pero en realidad no puedo drogarme, pues porque me pongo muy loca. O sea, ya tengo mi propia locura, tengo mi locura personal. No necesito drogas. Creo que la droga más chiquita, lo que es la marihuana, que no la considero una droga, hace que yo tenga paranoia y empieza a abrirme más la mente y a ver más cosas todavía, y veo cosas muy espantosas, entonces prefiero no.
She doesn't do nothing. She doesn't do drugs. She doesn't like to drink or anything.
Sure.
I drink and I smoke weed.
Yeah.
But that's it. I don't consider that doing drugs,
no.
right?
No.
so no, and about her, no, nothing. Well, why?
No puedo.
Vino nada más.
Sí, pero no puedo. O sea, mi mente se abriría.
Yeah,
más.
she says that she can't do drugs because she feels that she already has enough craziness going on inside her mind. Like she always says that she don't need it, don't need them. That she's already
high enough already. It's fine.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yes, that's así, ¿no?
How do like friends and family respond to some of these claims that you guys are putting out there on like the aliens and the witchcraft and stuff like that?
Algunos amigos y familiares que piensan sobre todo lo que sacas de aliens y brujería últimamente.
Pues muchos amigos me apoyan, o sea, porque la mayoría de mis amigos son brujos, son videntes de allá de México. Otras personas me aceptan como soy porque piensan que pues que soy así y ya, ¿no? Mi familia, mis padres que son científicos no creen en la brujería y piensan que su hija enloqueció. Pero he leído mucho, gracias a eso, a criarme en una familia de científicos, también he leído mucho sobre física, química, porque, bueno, mi padre es bioquímico, es un bioquímico muy reconocido de Argentina, y gracias a eso yo, más que nada, todo lo de los extraterrestres, pues lo tenía bien presente, ¿no?, de niña.
Yeah, she's saying that her, like, circle of people, all the people that accept her, or some of them like her ideas, and like, for example, talking about her family side, his dad is a scientist, so from Argentina. He's a well-known scientist from Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
So since she was a kid, a child, her father was also, he doesn't believe in religion or any of that stuff. Mm-hmm. Most of it because of being a scientist, and he also teach her a lot of like thinking, how to think and how to not care also about what people think.
Sure.
And because of that, through her life, her circle of person is full of only persons that think the same way. Mm-hmm. like she thinks, because, like, for example, family, she has she doesn't see any of a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Now she only sees the people that she wants to see. That's what I'm trying to say. And all the people is just witches and sorcerers and people that think the same.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So what's kind of the plan moving forward with this cult? Are you planning on making it I don't know. Like what is the next step from here? What is her plan for the future with this thing?
¿Cuál es ahora el plan para más que nada el culto? ¿Qué planeas?
Ahora estamos esperando la llegada de esta nueva civilización y entonces todo está muy alborotado en cuanto a los cultos y todo porque pues va a haber un cambio a nivel mundial. Entonces lo que queremos es en realidad que pues toda la gente abra su mente, ¿no? Y no haya tantas religiones, o sea que la gente solamente abra su mente y puedan ellos tener el control sobre sus vidas y sus propias creencias, ¿no? Que nos abran estos seres que van a venir nos van a abrir una parte de la glándula pineal para que nosotros mismos podamos hacer nuestros propios milagros.
She's saying that the way she sees the future, or like a kind of plan for the cult, is that the idea is principally because a contact is coming. The thing is that with these cults, or the thing is that a lot of cults are coming and in the world, around the world, a lot of cults, and she says that's really cool because it's just the idea of also getting away from the religion, from most of the mainstream religion.
Sure.
And with these cults, make people to believe in themselves and to do stuff by themselves, not because a God is going to punish or it thinks it's okay. So she thinks that's the path for people and for society and for humanity to open the mind. So it's a good start with the cults, and maybe that will start opening minds around the world. Sure. And getting prepared everyone for contact if contact happens.
Okay. Now, does she? We kind of touched on it a little bit, but does she think that there's any chance that she could be mistaken and maybe? Like say if the Christians are correct and there's God and the devil and there's demons and angels and all that stuff, she's just being deceived into believing that these are aliens rather than demonic spirits that are, pulling her in the wrong direction. Does she have any concern about that or think that there's any validity there?
Dice que si es considerado que en una de esas, pues los cristianos tienen la razón. Y si existe un Dios y los demonios y el bien y el mal y pues si no te preocupas, si en una de esas.
El bien y el mal existen y obviamente por eso, bueno, estamos hablando de lo del bajo astral y todo eso, pero, o sea, la iglesia no demuestra que es el bien con todo lo que ha hecho en la historia, o sea, con todas las matanzas que ha hecho y con todo, pues, con todos los niños que se han violado y todo eso. Y con todas las cosas que pasan en el mundo, parece que Dios hubiera muerto en ese sentido.
She says that she believes you can't trust in the church after all the killings that they have done and all the bad stuff that they have done. That they have done a lot of bad stuff. So she's quite sure they don't have the reason.
Sure, gotcha. Okay. Now she says that there's a point of contact that is supposed to be coming soon. Is there any like prediction for a time or anything like that, or anything that people should be watching out for in like the media or anything pointing towards the accuracy of this?
¿Alguna predicción para el contacto? ¿De cuándo va a ser el contacto, ese contacto de que van a venir o algo así?
Pues yo creo que el contacto va a ser este mismo año, por eso se están apurando a preparar a la gente y sobre todo que la gente va a tener que tener la mente muy abierta porque va a haber cosas fuertes, se van a saber muchas cosas, la historia va a tener que ser vuelta a escribir y la verdad, o sea, muchos no lo van a aceptar, la gente se va a rebelar contra eso y si se rebela es peor porque si no van a querer reducir la población y todo, ¿no? Yo creo que la gente va a tener que abrir la mente a la fuerza porque va a ser muy fuerte la revelación.
She believes this year,
okay,
something will happen. So it will change everything and better, and it will be will be better for people that they are prepared,
Okay.
so they can accept it and deal with it, because everything will change.
Okay. This year meaning like what exactly? This year being like physical contact with extraterrestrial beings?
Yeah.
Okay.
She says that.
Okay. Gotcha. That's pretty much all I have. It's all fascinating stuff, and if you have anything else to add, feel free to. But you're also welcome to plug anything that she's got going on. Plug where people can find out more information about Sabrina and the cult and everything that you guys have.
Pues que ya eso es todo lo que tiene, que si quieres añadir algo para la entrevista sobre lo que quieras, sobre el culto, sobre lo que quieras promocionar.
Pues le diría a la gente que más que nada que no se conformen solo con ver las noticias oficiales de las que siempre ven, sino que busquen, en internet hay mucha información, que lean y que busquen lo que está más allá de lo comercial, que le muestran todos los días, porque generalmente lo que le muestran todos los días es una pantalla, es una mentira. Tienen que buscar la verdad por otros lados, ¿no? Ya sean medios no oficiales, por ejemplo, en lugares de conspiración y eso, y se les va a abrir más la cabeza.
She wants to send a message for the people about getting out of the comfort zone and searching for more information about anything that anyone believes. Don't believe what just the mainstream media will tell you about it. Do your own research, and try to open your mind. Open your mind, because you will never end opening your mind. You can always open it more. That's what she wants to say to people.
Sure, absolutely.
Pero bueno, muchísimas gracias por la entrevista, la verdad.
And thanks to you
qué bueno
for the
que haya
interview.
Programas así como el tuyo que pues hablen de otras cosas diferentes, y pues aquí cuando quieras me puedes hacer la pregunta que quieras, estamos en contacto, así.
She says that's been, thank you for the interview. That it's really cool that there's programs like your program where we can talk about different stuff, and she appreciated it, and she says that she's available to any of questions that you got. Okay. She's available if you want to do any interviews or any questions.
Sure, yeah, we'll be in touch. Thank you guys both so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and we'll probably catch up with you again in the future. Tell everybody the websites and everything where people can find out more information if they want.
Sure. ¿Qué websites quieres?
Pues ahí está el Twitter, @Sabrina Sabrok, ¿no? Twitter.
Yeah, she says that Twitter, the social media, Twitter, it's @Sabrina Sabrok.
Okay.
SabrinaSabrokLinks.com is all links.
Yeah, because she has a lot of websites, different websites, because we have websites for music, a lot of websites. So she has a site where you can find links to every website and links to social media and links to videos and everything.
Okay. SabrinaSabrokLinks.com.
It's SabrinaSabrokLinks.com.
Okay, perfect.
You can find a lot of stuff in those links.
All right. Well, Sabrina, Alex, thank you guys so much for being here. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. God bless. Take care. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around to the end. I hope you enjoyed my conversation with Sabrina as much as I did. And I did. It was fun. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the show, I don't have to agree with people. And just because I have somebody on that thinks a certain way doesn't mean that I am endorsing them or believe the way that they do. I don't, honestly. And that's fine. It's fine to disagree. It's something that is so lost in today's culture. Everybody thinks that if you disagree with somebody, that person has to be your enemy, and you have to tell them all the ways that they're wrong. You have to throw milkshakes at them. You have to shout them down. You have to try and get them kicked off platforms, all sorts of things. I disagree. 100% wholeheartedly. Sabrina has viewpoints that are vastly different than mine, and I find her viewpoints to be extremely interesting, and I wanted to learn more about them and hear her story, so that's what I did. That's it. So, dear internet, chill the fuck out. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. if you haven't already joined the Downers Club, then you're wrong. You are literally incorrect in everything that you do in life, and your life structure will not work. Your trajectory in life is incorrect. It is an error until you join the Downers Club. Try it and find out. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Go sign up for the Downers Club for as little as a cup of coffee a month at patreon.com/The System Is Down, and you'll get bonus episodes of this show every single week and help this thing continue. And I would appreciate you very much also. What else do we have going on? This week is PorkFest, so I will be there this week. That is the plan. As long as the plane takes me there, the tickets all work, everything goes, I will be at PorkFest. And I will be on a panel Friday morning, so check that out. If you're going to PorkFest, come say hi. Let's grab a drink. Let's hang out. Let's chat. Let's get weird together. Not too weird. I'm a married man. But let's get weird together. And just come hang out and represent the weirdos and the downers at the good old PorkFests, which is Roger Paxton's Libertarian Festival, if you're not familiar. That's up in New Hampshire, so check it out at porkfest.com. And I'm sure, I don't know what's going to happen or what I'll be releasing after that. I'm sure there will be episodes and bonus episodes and conversations and all sorts of things that'll be in Patreon. There'll probably be some main episodes recorded there. There'll be a whole bunch of stuff because I'm going to be hanging out with a bunch of podcasters with all my gear. Of course, we're going to record some conversations, uncomfortable ones, inevitably, to release for you. So keep an eye out for all that. Certainly fun things in the works. I don't know what they're going to be. But I am planning on shooting some stuff for the documentary at PorkFest. So if you want to be a part of the documentary, you could potentially be that if you come up to me while I'm holding some video gear, and I might ask you a question or two. Just saying, just throwing it out there. I like to live life, fly off the seat of my pants. I think that's a saying. I don't know. I like to live life a little bit spontaneously, and so I can't tell you exactly what the plans are as far as the documentary or interviews or anything, because I'm just going to take my stuff and we're going to see what happens. Something will happen though, so be there and come talk. What documentary, you ask? You did not, because I'm sure you already know by now. I am working on a documentary that is about the moon landing. It's about why certain people still believe that the moon landing was faked, and why other people think that those people are retarded, and just why humanity is the way it is. It's gonna get into a lot of things that typical moon landing documentaries don't get into. It's gonna bring some new. I'm gonna try and bring a new, fresh take, new spin to the topic. So if you would like to support that, you can go check out the trailer and the artwork at moonmythlegend.com, and you can but you can pre-order your copy at indiegogo.com. Just type in Moon Myth Legend or go to moonmythlegend.com. There's that. All right. And all the things. Sign up on the platforms. While we are here on the platforms, sign up, like, share, subscribe, all whatever, all the things. I've got my eye on this Jordan Peterson platform that he is currently making. I just heard about it today from Brian McWilliams over in Lions of Liberty. He's talking about it. Trying to remember the name of it. If I can find it, I will tell you what it is. But they're doing some beta testing right now. It's going to be specifically centered on free speech. So I feel like somebody like Jordan Peterson might be the guy to be able to get something off the ground as far as a competitor for the social media stuff. I think that there is some potential if you have a name like his behind it. It's called ThinkSpot. So ts.today is it. Yeah. I don't know anything about it, but hey, if it's good, if it's a good platform, and if it's all about, exploring the world and sharing ideas and being open-minded and civil, and I mean, maybe not civil, I don't care. It's their platform, but if it's about being open-minded and free speech, then I am all for it, and that might be the one that I migrate to immediately when it kicks off, because I could get behind some Jordan Peterson platform, and I think that could be the one to at least take a few good hacks at the beasts that exist today that are shutting people down. So keep an eye out for that, and until then, go follow us, like, share, subscribe on the Twitters, Minds, Gabs, YouTubes, Twitters. I said Twitter twice. Instagram, Facebook, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? And share the show with everybody that you see. Share it in real time, more importantly than on any platform. Tell a person about the show. Say, hey, this was weird. You might like this because you're a cool, weird person. You might like it. And I talked at the beginning of my rant here at the end of the show, at the beginning of the end, about how I don't like tribes and how I'm not a team player and I'm not going to just subscribe to one idea for the follows. Like, everybody's that way. Like, the politics, the religions, the conspiracy people, everybody is that way. They're all like, if you agree with me on this, then we're good, until you disagree with me enough on another thing, and then you're the enemy. Yeah, I'm so against that mindset, because that just insists that you know things and you don't, as I've talked about on here before. That takes the humility and the humanity out of the whole experience. And I think that somebody asked me, just tell you a quick aside story here. Somebody asked me a couple weeks back, they were like, how do you deal with, you host a podcast that has to be attracting crazy people, like crazy people. How do you deal with that? And I told him, it actually isn't. It's not attracting crazy people, because the crazy people are the team players. The crazy people are the box mindset, quote unquote, free thinkers who insist that they have the right worldview and everybody else is evil. Those are the crazy people. The people who are like, yes, 9/11 was an inside job, and also, I don't know, just keep an open mind about all the things. That's all I ask on this show. Don't assume because I think that 9/11 was an inside job, and I don't insist that the Holocaust never happened or something like that, that I am I don't know, people just make up things. People make up things in their head. I am not a shill. I am not paid, or obviously I'm not bought and sold by any corporation to shill for any sort of conspiracy overlords or anything like that. If I were, things would look a lot nicer around here. I imagine they would probably insist that I clean up my office a little bit better. I don't remember why I said this. Yeah, having people like Jed last week talking about the Nephilim, and then having complete polar opposite this week with Sabrina, I think that actually keeps the crazy people at bay, because they come, they listen to what they want, and then they say see ya, because the next thing doesn't agree with their worldview. Good, great. I'm here for the open-minded people who don't insist that their worldview is correct. So, there's that. I felt like that was something to say. Hopefully you liked listening to that thing that I had to say. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. I think that's it for today. It's been a fun one. And thank you guys for all that you do, all the free stuff, all the ways that you help the show grow, and the very most of which, just for listening, just for tuning in for free, and especially if you've made it this far into the episode, you must either hate yourself or love me for some reason, or love this random thing that I've created for some reason. I enjoy ranting about nonsense, and if you enjoy listening to it, then I think we're going to get along just great. So, if you'll have me, of course, I will be right back here first thing next Monday morning. I don't know what's going to be next Monday morning. I don't know what the episode's going to be. I might have something ready from Pork Fest. I might not. If not, then I have something else in the can that I can put up. So I'm not going to give you any spoilers. I'm not going to give you any tips off on what will be next week. But do know that something cool, something fun and uncomfortable will be right back here in your ears first thing next Monday morning. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, please continue to question everything, stay uncomfortable, and I'll talk to you then. Thanks.
This has been a Goulash Media production. goulashmedia.net.
This concludes our broadcast day. Click.